The wilderness is a theater of contrasts. One moment, it envelops you in serene tranquility. The next, it floods you with electrifying adrenaline. Settle in, and I'll explain each incredible moment of this journey that will quicken your heart and reveal the raw, unpredictable essence of our planet. Welcome to the most authentic and unpredictable side of Earth. In the high peaks of the Himalayas, the video titled "Snow Leopard Falling Ibex" records one of the most dramatic pursuits in animal life. The snow leopard, master of camouflage, advances against an ibex on an almost vertical slope. The two bodies dispute every centimeter of the rock. On one side, the feline agility. On the other, the mountainous dexterity of the prey. In the climax, both lose their balance and plummet. The ibex did not survive. In another corner of the world, near an Australian river, a curious recording received the title, "Who Let the Dogs Out to Challenge a Kangaroo?" 3 dogs surround a kangaroo, perhaps relying on numbers to intimidate it. But the marsupial does not back down. It firms its legs, uses its powerful arms, and demonstrates that, in nature, a tranquil appearance does not mean fragility. The confrontation ends with the dogs giving up, and the kangaroo maintains its imposing posture, a reminder that it is an animal capable of fighting when necessary. Among the most tender moments, a simple domestic setting, a cat finds a lost kitten. First, a quick slap, a way to impose respect. Then, it carries it carefully to a safe shelter. Already in the United States of America, reports of animals with unusual appearances intrigue residents and scientists. In Minnesota, a rabbit nicknamed Frankenstein developed growths similar to horns on its head, a result of the Shope papillomavirus, transmitted by parasites. Squirrels were seen with skin lesions caused by squirrel pox, and deer presented fibromas, popularly called deer warts. In an Asian zoo, the camera focuses on a gorilla sitting against a stone wall. Very sad. The lost gaze, the slow blinking, the withdrawn posture. Everything composes a portrait of introspection. It definitely should be better off free in nature. Give this video a like if you agree. From quietude, we pass to feline power. Tigers, capable of jumping up to 6 meters without momentum, surpass even lions in this aspect. While the lion relies on group work, the tiger depends on individual explosion. And if we talk about predators, the Komodo dragon is one of the most fascinating. In a grassy field, it tries to capture goats. The first charge fails, the second ambush too. In the end, exhausted, the reptile rests under the shade, while its prey escapes. Even the greatest hunters learn that success is not guaranteed.
1. Oh, it's curving into the wall.
Oh, it didn't.
Imagine waking up in the early morning and discovering that the visitor to your backyard was not a thief, but a jaguar. In Union do Sul, in the north of Mato Grosso, this scene stopped being a documentary script to become reality. In the security images of a residence, the feline appears in absolute silence, through the shadow of the night. In a few seconds, the tranquility is broken. The jaguar approaches a dog that was sleeping innocently on the porch, grabs it, and disappears into the darkness of the forest. The most impressive, the wild predator does not take the prey, leaving behind only the trace of its passage. The increase in these encounters is a direct reflection of deforestation and agricultural expansion, which push jaguars closer and closer to urban areas. In another scene, the surprise comes from underground. Residents came across a green anaconda that had hidden inside a manhole. The military environmental police confirmed more than 7 meters of pure strength, a true colossus. Nature also shows itself unpredictable in the skies. In the video titled, "Eagle Attack Went Wrong," a lynx wanders through an arid landscape and captures a bird that was resting on a wall. But, in a matter of seconds, the bird's mother appears in a low flight. An eagle attacks the feline, aiming at the neck. What follows is a brief but intense fight between two elite hunters. In the end, the bird frees itself and flies away, but certainly the lynx learned the lesson. If ghosts do not exist, what is this? At the edge of a river, for example, an alligator charges against a huge python. The attack is quick. The reptile bites the snake and drags it into the water. The python resists, writhes and fights, but the alligator executes its famous spin, keeping it submerged until the resistance ceases. A cyclist, intrigued by a tire that deflated repeatedly, discovered the culprit. It was not a hidden puncture, but rather a mischievous parrot that, in silence, punctured the rubber time after time.
1, 2, 3.
In another recording, a wasp of the genus Cellophron dedicates hours to building its mud nest. The camera follows every detail: the collection of material, the patient modeling, and the creation of the oval structure that will serve to house its eggs. A meticulous work that reveals natural architecture on a reduced scale. And when the eagle tries to capture a cat, but misses the strike, the scene turns into comic relief. The feline escapes unharmed, luck that perhaps will not repeat in a next encounter. The tone of humor also appears in the interior of Brazil. A farmer records the moment when an armadillo, already a repeat offender, invades a sack of corn. Upon realizing it was discovered, the animal receives a look of reproach, hesitates for an instant, and then flees in a dash to the plantation. A scene that mixes frustration and humor. Between tense encounters, curious discoveries, and moments of pure lightness, wildlife continues to surprise us. If you liked the content, like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more adventures in nature.